A short boxing story. Once upon a time in Bogota, in a little neighborhood controlled by internet, something very interesting occurred. A stranger from Bucaramanga moved and caused controversy about his lifestyle. The man I'm talking about was Mark Wonder, a 23-year-old tall and fit man, a very different person from the neighbors who were not too tall. But the main difference, and what made this man special, was his collaborative mood. He was able to help anybody anytime, and that fact started to bring problems to him because people were not used to be helped, at least by a stranger. Mark was not a very organized person, but he liked order. So every day at 3 in the morning, time when he usually got up, the first task he made was making his bed, and then he proceeded to clean up himself to finally go out to the neighborhood park to train boxing. Watching him train was fantastic because of his fighting skills, and he was open to teach everything to anyone who wanted to learn. One day, at about 4 a.m., Carlos, a young man who was walking on the street, watched Mark's training and decided to ask him for some boxing tips. Mark, as expected, said of course brother, and they both started to work out. Carlos' life was a little complicated because of his personal problems, which put a lot of stress on his shoulders, and that boxing routine gave him wings to fly away from that situation. That's why he came back to train next day. But he didn't come alone. Two little kids about 10 years old each one came to train. They were Carlos' children. Mark, surprised but very happy, started the boxing class with his new two apprentices. One day, the rain messed up the park, and there was no place to train. The winter had been a little cruel with the boxing group, but instead of missing the training, Mark brought from his house a broom and motivated his apprentices to do the same. They spent 3 hours on his clearing mission, but finally it was successful. When neighbors saw the actions, decided to forget about spending their precious time surfing on internet and join Mark's training group. When he heard that proposal, a big smile got drawn on his face. He was going to help people to get out of the internet's controlling hand. With time, people figured out that Mark's favorite celebration was Halloween, so for that day, they decided to wear boxing costumes to congratulate Mark for his labor. He might not believe that. Everybody looked like a professional fighter, and they were fit and free people. It was winter, but the cold wine wasn't important. Despite Mark's words, "It's cold out here. You must wear jackets." People kept wearing their costumes. Seeing this, a Mark's friend called Freddie invited every neighbor to a Halloween party at his house, and that was the best Halloween day for everybody.